Today we're going to be explaining a very simple code that allows a user to pay a debt on very small payments until the debt is completely paid. So we got some classes inside this project. We got the main class, Apple Pay class, as you can see up here, PayPal, and Tarjeta class. So first we set this, we import the scanner. I'm going to be explaining later what was that for. And we set it public. We use then the object here. So this allows the user to input something from his keyboard. Then we print some lines, sistema de pagos mixtos, ingresar el monto total a pagar. And then we set a variable as a double, which is going to be actually the saldo pendiente part. So the user is going to input something from his keyboard, and it is going to set the value of saldo pendiente. Then we make a loop. As you can see down here, all of this is a loop. So it sets the saldo pendiente, which while it's greater than 0, is going to be running the loop. So after setting the saldo pendiente, it's going to be showing some options. We got con qué método desea realizar el abono o un abono, and then we got PayPal, Apple Pay, and Tarjeta. So after that, it prints the option. So the user selects an option. Down here is the amount that the user wants to pay. So it makes the abono. And the condition here is that while abono is equal or less than 0, it's gonna send an error. It's gonna return an error. So then we got the another condition that if the bono of the abono exceeds the debt, it's just gonna take the right amount from this stuff. Then we got the switch option that sets those cases. For example, PayPal email. Then we got Apple ID email and kind of credit card, or kind of card, which is Visa, MasterCard, and American Express, and we got an option. So all of this actually is the cases that we set for this project. Down here, we finally got the default option, which is opción no válida, intente nuevamente. So it allows the program to be very good at what it was created for. We got finally the system.out.print line, which is pago total completado con éxito, that says that the program is gonna shut down because the commitment was done. And then we got the public class and whatever the return of these cases are. So we set all of this, but this won't work if we haven't had those classes set just before. So we got PayPal class. We set some private double monto, private string correo. We got public PayPal double monto, string correo. So it sets the value for this public PayPal part. So for example, monto is monto and correo is correo. Then we got the public void is procesar pago, which is going to print actually the transaction, the amount, and the kind of account we are sending it, plus the confirmation text, pago realizado con éxito. We got the same on Tarjeta, but we did something extra on Tarjeta. That is after setting those variables on private, because it is going to be used only in this class. We got the public tarjeta. We set the double monto, string tipo tarjeta, string número tarjeta, string CVV. And then we set of these values here. We got the public void procesar pago, which is going to actually print the pago we are doing. After that, all of this is set. It has some options. It's not like, okay, paid and it's done. No, you got 3 different options. We're going to be seeing that on later on this video. We set the final private string ocultar número de tarjeta because it makes the user data private, so no one can see it. And we got this down here, which is the número de tarjeta. Then we got the Apple Pay section, or well, the Apple Pay class. We got the class, same as PayPal, just changing some text. We finally get back to main, and here we got the third case that I was explaining on tarjeta, because we got Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. So once one of these options is selected, it asks the user to input one of these options, and then when this option is set, it proceeds. Finally, we close the program and it terminates it. So we're gonna be running this program here for a quick example of how this works. Ingresa el monto total a pagar. Let's say I want to pay 100. So we got our pending saldo, which is 100 pen. We're gonna be selecting the option, for example, I don't know, PayPal, and we got, I don't know, I want to pay $20. We got the correo or the email, for example, noetipo@gmail.com. Once we set that, it's gonna be enviando 20 soles desde la cuenta y a la cuenta que hemos seleccionado. And then we got the saldo pendiente, which is 80 pen. And then we can keep paying. For example, let's say we want to use card. Let's pay all the remaining amount. So let's select an option. Let's say MasterCard. Número de tarjeta. We can set whatever we want here. CVV o código de seguridad. We set it, and then we finally got the payment done. So the program shuts, and this was all of the program.